Hey, this is the first time I'm going live on YouTube. Wow, this is awesome. And I couldn't think of a better way to go live than to talk about the word of the year and picking a word of the year. So, this is something that I have been doing for well over 10 years. And it's a process that I love doing at the end of the year to just reflect on what's going great, what isn't going great in my life, and in the process of doing some reflections on what has happened during the course of the year, I pick a word of the year. And my word of the year for 2017 is unapologetic. It's my current word. And I have decided to. What? Okay, anyways, again, first time coming on here, so some of this stuff is rather interesting and somebody's already trying to sell me stuff. So, anyways, I have been picking a word of the year for well over 10 years. So I picked unapologetic for 2017 because I intended to go into the year being unapologetic about myself, living my most authentic life, and just really embracing and loving every aspect of me. And this ended up being a pretty doggone challenging year. But I was still relatively unapologetic in the stuff that I did because I had to be. And when you are in hustle mode, and I hate the word hustle, when you're in hustle mode and you're just trying to do what you have to do to maintain and live the type of life that you want to live, this is what you got to do. So I decided I didn't want as hustle of a year for 2018. Not meaning that I don't want to work hard and do great things and have great experiences. I do. But I want a lighter year, which is my word of the year for 2018, is I want to feel a certain way. I want to feel light. I want to feel light in with stress, low stress, and just doing great things. And at the same time, I want to feel light in the experiences that I have, that they make me feel good. I want to be a light in the world. So I want to shine my light, share my light. And when people interact with me or do things with me, they feel a certain way. So we're all feeling good and everything. So that's another thing that I want to do with that word being my word of the year. And what I tell people when they are having a challenge and trying to pick a word of the year is just to do something that feels right for you. And pick words that feel right for you, that almost make you want to feel a certain type of way. And start with a list. Don't overanalyze it. Don't try to figure out if this is the right one. Is that the wrong word? Do I like the word? Was so and so picking the word? Well, so and so just tell me that's their word of the year. Who cares if it's somebody's word of the year already? You are picking a word that's going to work for you. So pick something, just write down a list of words because you're going to whittle that list of words down to 10 words. From those 10 words, you're going to go down to 5 words. And with those 5 words, you're going to research. You're going to start really putting in the work, researching the words. What do they mean? What do they say? How do they really sound? When you're looking at the definitions and synonyms for the words, do you feel the exact same way that you did when you originally wrote the word down? If you don't, words got to go. If you see another word that you're liking more than one of your original 5, don't worry about it because you can eliminate, take that word off the list, add the one that you like on there. But you don't get to have more than 5 words at a time because we've gone from the big brain dump down to the 10 words, down to 5. And the reason that we're going down to 5 words is because from that 5 is going to be your word of the year. Then you're going to have what I like to call anchor words. And here what anchor words are. Anchor words support your word of the year. They help your word of the year to keep you grounded more than anything else. Your word is going to be a word, but your word has no power and doesn't really live unless you give it life and you use the word and live it on a daily basis. So anchor words help to keep you grounded in your word. So I told you that my word of the year for 2018 is light. My anchor words are increase, warrior, and drive. And I'm going to show you how they work together. So through increase, I want to increase the wealth positive people that I'm around. I want to increase my confidence. I want to increase my opportunities to share my experiences and my story and all the things that I love to do with people. And I want to do this fearlessly. And warriors are people who are fearless. Even though they may be in a situation that's scary or may bring about some type of fear, they still are fearless people. They still just power through it. They drive through it and move forward still, even though it may seem challenging as they're going through it. But a warrior is just a powerful figure. And that's one of the things that I just love about those words together. And through increasing all those things that I want to have come into my life and being the warrior that I know I am and was meant to be, I have the drive to take me to be the type of light that I want to be in the world and to help other people be a light as I'm shining my light and feeling lighter in doing things. So you kind of see how the anchor words all work together to support not only each other, they support that overarching theme, which is your word of the year. And picking a word of the year should be fun. And a lot of people stress sometimes over this because they think that they're having FOMO. They feel like someone else's word is better than theirs. So here you are loving your word and everything. And then here comes somebody telling you, oh, I don't know, no, it's just, I like your word better than mine. No, what your word means to you is going to mean what it means to you. What it means for them, it means for them. You don't have to worry about you and somebody else having the same word. Just focus on what that word means for you and what it's going to do for you and what it's going to bring into your life. That's all that really matters. And you don't have to explain why you picked your word to anyone. You don't have to justify it to anyone. Pick the word because it means what it does for you. It's going to help you live the type of life that you want to live. That's the whole point of the word of the year. And I want to share with you 3 ways that you can keep the word of the year visible during the year. First thing, write it down in a journal. I keep all of my word of the year written at the front page of my journal. And I also have a planner. So if you're more of a planner person, you're not a journal person, make sure that the word, if you're a planner person and you have like a daily planner, write that word down. Write your word of the year and your anchor words down so that you see them all the time. And as you're going through opportunities that come your way, as you're thinking about experiences you want to have, you are going to flesh them through your word of the year. Are they going to help you feel the way that you want to feel? If they don't help you feel that way, then these are not experiences or opportunities that you should be wasting your time on. Spend your time on stuff that gives you quality living experiences and makes you feel good. It's the whole point of it. Also, Post-it notes. I love them. Write down your word of the year on there. Put a Post-it note by your bed so it's the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning. Put one next to your computer or your vision boards or wherever you want to so that you get to see the word of the year all of the time. And put in your car so that when you're driving around and people are really getting on your nerves because they don't know how to drive, you've got your word of the year there to remind you that, and for me anyways, it's going to remind me to be light, that I'm supposed to be light and not to let the stuff around me bother me. So it's another way you can think about the word of the year. Also, I am a watercolor artist, so I have been painting people's word of the year for them. And you can have a piece of custom art in your house with your word of the year right there, 5x7, so that you can see it every day and it inspires you to be the best you that you can be. So that's another way that you can have your word of the year in front of you and visible all the time. And I'll have a link in the comments or description with a link to the shop where you can go and order your word of the year. So I cannot wait to hear what your word of the year is going to be. And I'm so inspired by people just kind of sharing why they're picking their word. So tell me what your word is in the comments, and I can't wait to hear it. If you got any questions, ask in the comments and I'll answer.